Well, hey, hello Scott, first on there. Nice to see you. How quick was I coming live after Ian went off? I tried to make it seamless. Hello RJ, hello 40 years collecting. We're all coming on board, lovely. Hello Lou, ooh-wee. Gary. A few secs. Oh, that's brilliant then. Yeah, I had it all set up. I got Warren to message me when he was coming off so I could come on after my many various cock-ups in the past. I decided I'll have it all set up perfect this time. It seems to be working. Hi David, hi Disney. Oh well, we're all coming on board nicely. Have we all hit the thumbs up yet or not? I saw one jump up there, so obviously someone just got jibbied. Right, I'll wait till a few more come on board. Any questions for me? What should we talk about? Cheers, Will. Thanks, Scott. Hello, Chippy Doodle Coins, Angela Clover. Clover? Is it Clover or Clover? If it's Clover, just put butter. If it's Clover, then I'll know to pronounce it correctly. And then Sue. Wait to see what Angela says. Clover or Clover? Most of Clover. Like 4-leaf clover. Perfect, yeah. Like butter. Clover butter. Hi, Polly. Got my Leeds United Iron Maiden top on. See, bad enough to be an Iron Maiden fan, but Leeds United as well. Really sad. Hi, John. Brilliant. That's cool. Hello, Warren. Nice to see you on board. Hello, Alex and Kian. Right, loads of us. Coolio. I'm not going to go straight into an auction, but out of interest, if people are willing to share, how many non-metallic copper coins have any of you managed to grab together in the last week or so? Anyone going to share it or going to keep their cards close to their chest? Ooh. 50-ish. Ooh, heck. I've gone through a hell of a lot. There's only about 10% of the bags which are a bit of 500. I thought I've gone through so many bags of coppers. My hands have gone black at the fingers, and I've got 429. Below 104. Yeah, not easy, is it? It is this year about 10% of the bag, and even then, I'm not using all of them. Being a typical Yorkshireman, I kept out all of their ones as well. So if any of those came up on the list that he told us to save before, 74, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, and obviously the 2008 Paul Cullis, they got saved into that pot instead. David, sold for 40 quid. Well, 10% you still, well, thereabouts, you're going to have a handful there. That's not bad at all. Kid, yeah, I had a fair few to go through anyway, but then I bought about 10 quid from one bank and 10 quid from another bank. All that time and effort for 429, but same letter twice from the hospital. Yeah. At least you get the letter. Half the time they say, oh, we did send you one. Did you not get it, Mr. Face? No, I didn't. Well, just to give you a heads up on what we're going to be doing in the time I've got you. We're going to do a couple of prints per hour. So they're always good. And as Ian says, it's close to Christmas. That could be a nice gift out of the way. And obviously, I'm not going to pull a weird one. Oh, Global, you got a delivery today. Great. Glad it's arrived safely. Hope it's to your satisfaction. Yeah, we do a couple of prints per hour if we can. I can select a raw mint packaged coin from, I think it's Frankenstein, D-Day, Stephen Hawkins, or the Peter Rabbit 2019. And of course, I can do any coin with COA. So it's basically what you're interested in, what you want to pull out, and we'll go with whatever the choice is. Yeah, there's already been auctions with more than the 425. No, yeah, I know. I might be strategic. I may. Oh, we've got a big no there from Lighty. No to what, Warren? Is he getting heckled by the bank? Have you got a business? Now he's just looking for a bargain. Oh, the fee. Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I think there's a breakdown in communication there. I know that I'll be doing these. I'm asking them to have a look on the site and see what coin with COA or print they would be interested in. Because there's pointless me pulling out one and then having nobody wanting to bid on it. It'd be far better somebody finds a print that they would like. Because if they like it, no doubt other people will like it too. We get people then have time to have a look on the site, have a look at the picture that's been selected, and then go from there. And yeah, the raw mint package will be when I decide to auction them. That is fine. Yeah, being strategic, I might keep mine until later on. As the day goes on, people are going to run after their coppers. And of course, the bank shuts by 3:30. So I'm thinking maybe early evening, mid-evening, I may then decide to have a little go. 10 quid about 1p's and 2p's. Wow, that's a lot of sorting. I'm glad I had my globe to help me. What do I do with my globe? Oh, there it is. Just a fridge magnet, but I found one which is a lot more magnetic than most. Let's find some coins. Can't use these, these are non-magnetic. Good. Ding goes a magnet. And that comes a little tree. The stronger the magnet, the quicker you can do the sort. I went through a handful of magnets before finding this one, thinking, oh, there we go, it's on my ring now. Brilliant. So, worked a treat for me. We got there. Dun, 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 dun. Let me have that many. No one was coming up. It was auctions. Yes, he does. Right, actually wrote the one there. Yeah, that's been a bit smug there, Warren. You put it up on your own entry. Yeah. Hi, coins and more. Hi, Chris's. Dun, 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 dun. I see 20 quid from the bank. No questions asked. Yeah, they're normally quite good. Right. If someone who is interested in one of the prints, you can find the print and let us know which it is and who the painter is or the artiste. We're going to get going on that one. I like saying some banks can give you a hassle for asking for loose change. You have to keep going to different banks. Easy thing to do if you're getting heckled by a bank is to do tell them it's to do with something to do with your kid at school and you've been asked to take them in to outline a shape or something, and that works. Level and Carl, got my delivery today. Great. I'm happy to hear that you've got that safe, Carl. Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you on board. Just a quick pop on, show you Sportful. Thank you, Carly. So I see we've already done the thumbs up. Don't have to ask, do I? Right. Lawyers have never questioned me getting changed. Yeah. What surprised me is how heavy some of the stuff is. Some of it is blooming heavy. I remember once I asked for 20 quid worth of 5p's, I think it was, no, 10p's, and I was surprised at how heavy they were, added to the 20 quid of copper I had. And nearly broke my bag on the way home with it. That was like a good leather kind of bag with a big hefty strap on it. So yeah, I now try and park outside the bank so I can just dump it in the boot. Conversation on there, that's cool. Yeah, if these penny auctions continue like this on the first of each month, I'm going to raid the banks. I think my pathetic effort of 429 is not the best in the world. Disney saying, what about the Ducks print? I was robbed last time. Yeah, Warren, is there any, what can I say, is there any like starting kind of coins that we should be asking for any particular item, depending on the price? Because obviously some of the paintings, as Disney says, can be quite pricey. Is there any kind of steal we've been given by Ian in regards to opening bids on certain items depending on price, or is it just a case of off we pop? No starting bids at all. Cool. All right. In that case, Disney, if you want to find that picture that you're after, let us know the artist so we can put it up there and people can have a quick skegs at it so they know what they're bidding for as well. And then we'll get going on that. And hopefully this time in the penny auctions, penny for your thoughts, you can use your pennies and get your ducks. Sounds like a good plan. John's got about 80 or 90. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing. I was quite surprised when after you've dragged your magnet and moved everything to one side, you're looking at about 12, 15p or whatever you think. Oh, that's all right. That's what I got for pennies. They weigh less to post and you get more in the bag. More chance of getting it. Right, Disney's now looking to find an artist for one of the prints involving some ducks, which he's after. Scott's going back to work. See you later, Scott. And as soon as we know what it is, Lighty being rapidly skillful and having a computer which is better than mine, should hopefully be able to find the print and put a hyperlink up so people can fly onto it and see what they're bidding for. And as soon as Lighty thinks that the time is right, we'll get cracking and start that auction. Throughout the course of the afternoon, though, I don't want it to just be auction. Although obviously we want to do auctions and everyone wants to get a bargain. But if there's anything coin related, if it's UK or Channel Islands, feel free to ask if you have any questions or any queries, and I'll try and help the best I can. And how many of you have got? I always do this. I won't apologise because it saves you a lot of money, or in the long run. How many of you do have an account with Quidco or Top Cashback? Because if you don't already have one with Top Cashback, today for I think it's 11 hours or well for the rest of today up until midnight anyway. The Royal Mint, I know we don't like them, but some of the time it's the only place we can get our stuff from. The Royal Mint through Top Cashback, and you're looking at buying, say, a packaged Wallace and Gromit, then price is 10 quid, but you'll be getting £1.20 back because of your 12% back in top cashback. And that goes for across the board for everything, as long as it's not face value purchase price, which very few things are. And it's 4% back on any silver item. So if you're all doing, say, the Wallace & Gromit silver proof, you get 4% back on that as well. I will stick about a little link in a minute to Top Cashback and my referral link, so you get a kickback and I get a slight one as well if you join through it. But if you are looking at buying any of the Wallace & Gromits or anything like that, or anything else that you need today, for it's normally 7.35%, but today is 12%, which makes it quite enticing. Plus, that's money which will be paid to Top Cashback and then into your pocket from the Royal Mint. So it's actually reducing their profit by 12%, which has always got to be a good thing, hasn't it? Cool, Hannah. Yeah, I can't get used to these gender reveals. I think I'm far too old. I just hope to God that when my kids start sprouting sprogs, they aren't doing gender reveals as well. It'll do my head in. UK coin, bought a Wallace & Gromit. Yeah, I've got a few right today. Got some Gruffaloes yesterday or the day before, I think. Gruffalo and mouse, although you can hardly see the mouse. That's why the colour is so much important. And there's a Wallace & Gromit in this rocket-shaped card. I think you can mess around with it and do whatever, but the coin itself being designed by Nick Park, who obviously made all the things in the first place. Right, looking further up the feed in the orange hyperlink, or what I can see, I assume that is the picture that Disney wants of the duck, or the mallard, or whatever it is. Hang on, lad, are you saying there's 60%, 50% off Royal Mint? I'll have to have a voucher code and I'll mash him with some more dosh. So a hyperlink for that, Warren? Or do you just Google voucher codes? Because I'll pick up a few more silver proofs if that's the case. I'm all excited now looking at that. Google it. You want me to do everything for you, lol? Yeah, I can't do it until I'm off live anyway. Oh, that's another quick question, Warren. On the WhatsApp you sent me, you said that Ian changed things again, blah, 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 whatever. But you did say on there 1 to 4. Am I off for 4 and someone else is taking over? Or am I on till 5? I'm not bothered one way or the other. Just obviously need to know so I'm not running into someone else's time. TSC 262. Oh yeah. Certain items. Oh, that looks cool. I've got 12% off using. I bought some more Wallaces today using that 12%. If I could get 12% cash back plus 50% off in the first place, that sounds fantastic. Carl, you put on the 2018 Peter Rabbit packaged. I thought they sold out of the 2018 Peter Rabbit package. And Warren's saying that that is the correct voucher code global, but you need to go in via voucher codes for it to work. I'll have a little play later on. Oh, wait in stock. Oh, that's cool. So you can still order. That's happy days then. Especially now the man. Although it makes a mockery if you can pre-order the 2018 coin, which they've already announced the mintage on, one being 1.4 mil. Where are they going to be getting the coins from unless they're making more? Yeah, I'll have a play with that. Cheers for everyone to put up that one. If anyone else hasn't been reading the feed and just been listening, yeah, we aren't plugging it too much because we're going to be knackering down their profits, aren't we? By taking benefits from left, right, and centre from cashback sites and the voucher codes. So it's all good. Right. Right, let's have a quick play then. Disney, you wanted the duck picture. Would you like to make an opening bid? And we'll get going with the duck picture. And I'll scroll back up. I'm sure you. Although, of course, now it's not allowing me to scroll up. Growing pain. Mallards. So I just try to catch up again now. Well, we got. Sorry, I was playing to find the artist. So it's Graham Payne, picture entitled Mallards. We got 5, 10, 15. The countdown started, but only just, and Disney's leading at 15. Bearing in mind these are non-magnetic, 1 and 2 pences. So generally 1971 up to 1991, or thereabouts. And by the amount that we're getting out of the bags, i.e. about 10%, you can see how quickly they're being brought back in by the mint, because obviously they want to smelt them and use the metals for something else. So they're going to just get harder and harder to find. Well, Ian's no doubt trying to get a nice stockpile of them, but Disney's now winning. Hello, you, Ali. Could you wait until after the countdowns and then we can engage in conversation? But during the countdown, this is for a picture of some mallards. A duck print. I did say duck. And Disney's leading this at 15. We're into the last 7. Oh. You can't have any shout outs when you're interrupting a countdown now. Oh, down to 4. To the last 3. Oh, selling and sold. Disney, you've got your duck picture for 15. I didn't see anyone else coming in between, so as long as I'm correct, you got your duck. Happy days, well done. I'll do a shout out now for UK Coin Collector, but he is currently timed out for interrupting the countdown, and that'll be a lesson to you all, particularly when it's in the last 10. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Oh, actually, I should change that now to Heavens to Tracy Murgatroyd, shouldn't I? So, stop commenting when the countdown's on. There we go. Happy days, right? We've got that. Da, 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 da. Any questions or generalized comments or conversation topics that you want to go down? I'm easy to follow any line as long as it's hopefully coin related. Oh, I'm going to bore you as I've got to go through a bag of £2 coins. What's the plan from 4? Good question. You are sorry guys, didn't mean. No, hello, that's fine. Yeah, it's not a coin, it's a print. But I might answer that quite quick, and you didn't go and ask for a shout out as soon as a little bit more sensible. Now I've forgotten whether you answered the question I asked, Warren. I am on till 4, not 5. Is that correct? We have another CJ taking over 4. Boom, boom, boom. She's been very mysterious in regards to plan from 4. 4 o'clock, great. Okay, happy days. So just know where I'm coming from. Happy. Boom, boom, boom. Warren's teasing. Yeah, he is a teaser. I have heard that. Well, if I was going to give me a topic to go through, and I found these through too fast, that duel. I've got a bag of £2 coins to go through. God almighty. What we got here then? Oh, almost jumped. Let's say 15. Oh yeah. They seem to be happy about the referendum. Steve never shuts up. Well, I try not to. Look at these little babies. The 15th anniversary of the referendum, Gibraltar. So they had a referendum to remain British, and they're so proud about it. They keep on doing coins just even for the 15th referendum. Oh, there we go. As Lighty's saying, yeah, I've been given a list of some warming packaged coins, which will be going out during the course of my little session. But he's now saying there'll be no repeats. So if you see a coin that is popping up on someone's stream, be it mine or anyone else's, and you want it, you better grab it and bid on it heavy, because it will not be coming repeated that day. So you see it once, then it's gone. I'm just working out where I've got duplications here. Oh, I will show you some of these, but I don't know which one's bloody which. I do like these, they look like chocolate coins. That's the Hunting of the Wren £2 coins from last year. They are extremely shiny. They're gorgeous. Big bag of Britannias. Big bag of 2015 naval ships. Something I'll be sitting on for quite a while there, I think. My full bag of these ships that everyone refers to HMS Belfast, although we know it isn't. we're going to do through the bag. And there's a good mixture. Some have got half error, some got full error. Yeah, there's one with a full error. It does look like a cat. Let's see where they got that one. It is a very famous battle back in 1914, right down where I used to serve in the South Atlantic, down the Falklands. The Battle of the Falkland Islands, 1914 War One. I've got a goodly wodge of those. Got no idea what they're worth. If anyone knows, or they're selling them themselves, or they recently bought one, let me know, because I'm going to have to list them soon. And I have no idea what to list them for right now. Ooh, bizarre things knocking about. Non-magnetic coin. Countdown is straight from 20, will not be reset. So yeah, it's 20 down to 1, and that's the end. And the jockey mod's decision is final, and no communication will be entered into. I think all of our streams work in exactly the same fashion and in exactly the same order. If the bid comes in after one's hit the old one and sold, then it's too late. Has to come in before then. No, Ali, in regards to the non-magnetic coin auction, is just today, and as soon as today finishes, i.e. midnight, that's the end of that one. And then you'll have until the 1st of December to replenish your non-magnetic coppers, because I think we're looking at doing one of these the 1st of each month. And yeah, Warren, quite clearly, you know, I'm guilty of this in the past. If you are winning any of these, please put all of these into one separate package and label it with the fact that it's one join whoever's kind of shifted this. So you can put down for Dragonlord's stream, you can then put down the amount you won it for and the item itself. If you win 3 or 4 things, they're expecting 3 or 4 envelopes, all written up exactly the same format. They want them all different. Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, confirming that we're up until midnight, and there's going to be some right gems coming up. And he's not going to tell us when the big gems are coming up, so you just have to keep watching to find out, or you miss out on them potentially. Boom, 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 boom. Right, what's this? I'm just going to move back onto sorting out some of my £2 coins, me. Yeah, there's another Falkland Island ones. I do like the Falklands. This is just, where can we see it? Actually, I'm not bothered too much about this. A weird bag. I think that's had a mistake at the bagging factory. Look at that thing. Where the hell did you open that? Boom, boom, boom. So you can see it's a bit clearer in there. Yeah, that's better. I know some people don't like handling them, but that's a nice one. That's just a map of the Falkland Islands. Nice £2 coin from 2004. Only a couple of auctions carrying on all the way through. Yeah, all the way through today until midnight. So started at 12 with Ian, and it's going to continue all the way through to 12 midnight. So yeah, some people will be probably out of coins within the next couple of hours, whereas others will be at work and they'll be starting their coins in the next couple of hours. It's probably to some degree tactical whether you... Oh, here we go. So yeah, I guess I think the 2 till 5 actually means 4 till 5. So yeah, me until 4, then 4 till 5 is a surprise. Well, I know it could be, that would be a very good surprise, but I'm not going to say just in case I'm right. 5 to 7, you got Jamie. 7 to 9, you got Lighty. 9 to 11, My Family Collects. the baked bean eaters, and 11 till 12 coins and more. Oh, that's good. Get a big gems bid of the latest items. Potentially, they may be, or they may scale around. Does anyone know the difference between royal, mint, silver proof, white box, and black box? I don't think there is really. I think majority of the time the mint does the black box, and the royal mail, i.e. post office counters, produce them in the white box, or vice versa. It's just marketing. It's just a packaging. It doesn't make much difference. The coin's a coin. The outer shell is not that important, I don't think. Do you make payment to Ian? The Great Bishop Coins. And payment for what, Mac Coins? Opposite for me, okay, till about 6, and then hit and miss. Alright, let's get some more coppers out of you. We want to have all the coppers in your pocket somewhere else, i.e. in the post. The next auction item is going to be for a packaged Frankenstein. £2 coins. 2 seconds. Alexa, shut up. She's good at that. Oh. She thanks me when I say shut up. It's amazing. She's so polite. I heard a rumour one has COA and the other doesn't. No, I don't think so. Both you can get lower COA numbers shown on the post office counter ones because they have a lower kind of supply to put out in their box, but it makes no difference. A coin's a coin, a coin. Any coin which is silver proof should have a COA if you're buying it. So for Frankenstein, we have got 50 bid by John Southgate, and John Benson's gone 4 times higher and has jumped in at 200. Let me write down Frankenstein, or Frankie as I normally do. Very informal with Frankenstein. We've been getting on well for several months now, so yeah, well, first names terms. Although technically it's Frankenstein's monster, isn't it? So Frankenstein's the scientist. So yeah, 200 with John Benson, and the countdown has progressed. Only 2 bids there, wasn't it? One and then a massive one. Boom, 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 boom. The tension's mounting, and we're entering the last 10. And this is for a packaged raw mint Frankenstein, £2 coin. Boom, 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 boom. There's a long pause there, Warren, you beggar. Yeah, it's gone to 300 to David Lister. It's a very respectable bid there. And yeah, if you add in pennies, that's basically £3 for a raw mint package Frankenstein, which is going to be one of the non-released coins. John's disappearing, up with 90 coins. Well, there is. May well get the next item if you want to hang fire, John, for a few minutes. Frankenstein's first name was Victor. Right, let's have a coin with COA. So any coin that's currently available on the listings with its certificate of authenticity, i.e. one of the coins which has been released by ourselves into circulation, the one that can be bought. You pick out one that you like, there's nigh on the entire choice there. One of you suggest it, we'll do it. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to repeat them. So you can't say, for example, Battle of Britain, Hurricane, times 2, yeah, 3 times in a row or something. I know most people at some stage would probably want Hawkins. Yeah, Stephen Hawkins. We can most certainly do that one. I unpackaged 150 of these myself last week. So, was that this week? No, it's Monday, wasn't it, this week? It's been a long week. John's going to be here next month with thousands. Well, yeah. Most of these are miles out of my range, but so Disney suggested Hawkins, Stevie B suggested Q, Urali's come up with Q as well. We can do a Q, and then the following hour we'll do a Hawkins. So you both get your choices. But as Disney was the first one to pop up with the name after I requested, Hawkins we will do first, and then once we get past the 2 o'clock and I do the next one, hello Judith, we'll then the one for the following hour will be Q. So you both get what you want. But for now, a Stephen Hawkins with certificate of authenticity. Oh, Nanisuka with Armistice. That's a good choice as well. There you go. Then that's what we'll actually do. Then we're going to do a Hawkins. The following hour we'll do a Q, and then we'll do an Armistice. Is Armistice actually one of the ones we've got listed for release? I hope it is. That's an absolutely beautiful coin. I'm a little bit upset they haven't put these into circulation more than any of the other ones, because there'll be a lot of people who've got relatives and things, and the Armistice will actually have a lot more meaning, and it is a lovely coin. In fact, you can only get it if you're buying it, is one silly thing. So we're going this time with Hawkins, like I said. So we've got Stevie B came in with 50, Disney's coming in with 100. So this is for a Hawkins with COA. Don't forget, this is the coin that looks like a black hole. I was having a problem with Danielle. Somehow she got kind of hidden on the feed, and we've been having difficulty getting her back onto the feed. We will work our way around it. We'll have somebody who's a bit more technical than me. Uali's now come in with 110. Pippin Disney at the post, but we haven't started the countdown yet, so everything's available. My HSBC is good with giving change. Basically, can let you take 1,000. Oh, that's brilliant, John. I'm impressed with that. Yeah, I was told, or was under the belief from my local Lloyds Bank, who seem to be pillars, that you need to have a business account to get this, that, and the other, or you need a change card to get this, that, and the other. But when I went into town, I spoke to my own branch at Halifax, and they said, "Oh no, if you're a current account customer, if we have it, you can have it. You can always ring up during the week and we'll try and get it for you for the following week. I said, how much is limited? They went, a couple of thousand, no problem. Seems to be the same with Metro. Metro's got this magic change machine where you just tip it all in, it sorts it out in seconds, prints off a little slip. You just take that to the counter and they'll pay it out in cash. You don't even have to be a customer with them. In fact, when I was being in there, the majority of the people going in there are not customers. Or if you are a customer, once you've discounted it all, you can just scan your credit card along the top sort of thing, your Metro card, and it just adds it to your account. Really easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, it looks like we've had a bit of confusion in regards to which coins are which. So when you actually put in your coins and your notes to say that you've won it, say for example, we'll use David, who won the previous auction. Countdown started, by the way. Disney's winning at 140. I'll say no more now to the end of the countdown. But should David Lister be sending his 300 coppers through for Frankenstein, he needs to be writing David Lister, 300 copper coins, Frankenstein Lawman packaged, one Dragonlord stream, November 1st. And then there's no confusion and it's all sorted. And likewise, if you're winning the coin, which is currently on auction now, then that should be the name of the coin, Hawkins, and also then write COA and COA, and then obviously your name and the amount that you win it for. And we're down to 8. I'm going to have to disappear shortly to make my tea. I should have refilled this before we started. I do apologise. Chris Spree gets that for 305. Well then, Chris. Sorry, Disney, you missed out on that one, but I don't know whether that's Chris spending all of his chips in one foul swoop there. But he certainly came in strong and bold and took it. So just repetition. I was told when I used to do a lot of training that you tell people what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. So the repetition. So in regards to Stephen Hawkins, there'll be Stephen Hawkins with COA, 305 coins, Chris Spree, Dragonlord stream, 1st of November. Boom, 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 boom. Business account, few people at HSB. Yeah, that's good, John. Then if somebody, it looks like it's just down to individual banks, and I don't even think it's down to the bank itself. I think it's down to the staff in the bank. Same goes with you asking for pre-decimal coinage. Someone will happily pass it all over to you and be happy to be shot of it, whereas others say, no, you can't have that. It's got to go back to head office. So trial and error. Chris, I have no idea. If I can't see why not, but obviously if between now and when it gets to them, then if someone buys that COE, then obviously they'll have to give you a different one. I'll put it in your comments when you're sending it through with your payment. Just put, and if at all possible, please can I have COA number, blah, 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 blah. If it's free, I'm sure there'll be no issues at all and they'll do it. But we are, as Lighty said, saying random. We can't promise the number because in between now and when you actually send it to them and they get it sorted and all that, someone may have bought that COA, which is why we aren't, saying you can name it. It's going to be random, but put it in your notes when you send the coppers through and make the request. If it's available, of course they're going to give you what you're after. They want you to come back as a repeat customer, so they certainly don't want to pee on your chips for no reason, do they? Hello, Andy Walton. Don't forget, as you just joined us, this is a copper auction today. Well, so you can try what I just said, just don't list like 30 numbers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Andy, this is a copper auction. It's non-magnetic 1 and 2Ps. That's what we're bidding on. Steve, can I remove Andy's spanner now? Yeah, with pleasure. Boom, 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 boom. God. Someone types something and it then disappears again. What's it doing? Nice. Oh, I do hate my computer. That's going wrong. I moved the feed and it changed it. I've now just made you no longer a moderator. Warren, this is ridiculous. Give me a second. Oh, there's no one types. Hello, Chloe. Come on. Moderator. Global Understanding the HSBC area manager blacklisted him from all her bank. I'm not getting the dots popping up. Oh, no, I have. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, I hate this being so bloody slow. I think they're working. Light is down back as being a spanner, and you shouldn't be anymore. Took long enough. Every time I went to do it, someone put a line on there, and it just then knocked it down to me altering the person below, as opposed to who I was lined up on. My computer is a pain in the butt. What I missed. Right. Nearly finished the first hour. If anyone is interested in any more prints, just have a look in the print section. Have a look. There's some beautiful ones there. Let us know which one you're interested in. Make sure you know the artist and the title, and then we can crack on. Are you on Wi-Fi or Ethernet? Wi-Fi, Warren. Yeah, it sounds like that. Now I've got Virgin broadband fiber optic, Wowie, whatever, but it's not down to the stuff. I can use the Wi-Fi down the bottom of my garden, and halfway along the street when I'm driving home, everything starts pinging in my pocket. My Wi-Fi is brilliant. The computer is just too old, I think now. Too many bits of it sluggish and slows it all down. That the non-magnetic gears. That's all we're after. Yeah, the copper ones that are not magnetic. And yeah, they are from the 1971 when the coppers came into play, through to 1991. I don't know whether it's a mix of 1992s or whether all the 1992s are steel core with copper plate, but certainly 91 or before is perfectly fine. You're saying to get rid of some of my messages. Some of these are junk, some of these I need to look at. 71 best year. 71 is the most common year. Living everywhere. Oh, magnetic coins. Yeah, if there's any magnetic 1p's, the only magnetic 1p's of any interest, we believe, will be the 2008 portcullis and the 2017 shield. The 2008 portcullis is a low mintage, and that's when it's transferred across. So a lot of the 2008s are shields, but we don't want a 2008 shield, just a 2008 portcullis, like all the ones prior from 1971 upwards, and the 2017 shield. Although in all of the bags I've gone through in regards to looking for the 2017 shield, I have a grand total of 3 of them. So yeah, but they are quite hard to come across. You had your lunches over, all the best. You're back to work by the sounds of it. Enjoy the afternoon. Don't forget, today's Friday. They call that Poets' Day for a good reason. I think we all know why they call it Poets' Day. It's got nothing to do with Shakespeare. There we go. RJ's confirming in text what I just said there for you, Stevie B. 2008 portcullis, 2017 shield. Was it 1.7 million mintage? I'm not certain, but bearing in mind for the smaller kind of denominations, it's not unheard of to go past 100 million in mintages. At low mintage or average mint for the small current denominations can be about 50, 60, 17 million. I don't know how many for 2017, but I do know if you have any 2018 sets, year sets that you bought, every coin bar the £1 coin in the definitives are not for circulation, which means that not just the 50p and £2 are pricey, but all of the smaller ones as well will be worth a pretty penny on top. Normally these kind of leftover bits, once people have butchered the sets like I do and Ian does, go for about 5-10 quid. But now, because none of these coins have been released into circulation, they haven't produced any, every single one of these coins is a proof year for 2018, which means every single one of these coins to a collector who collects 10p's, 2p's, 1p's, 5p's and 20p's, etc., is probably worth about 15 quid. So yeah, made it a profitable year to buy year sets. I'm a little bit gutted I only bought one. I then bought a couple for 2019 just to find out that 2019 is probably as common as muck. Because how many people has been inundated with 2019 50p's? Oh, Stevie B, you are doing my head in today. You really are. Look at that. Is that the feathers? No, feathers are feathers. Portcullis is a portcullis. It's a big metal kind of crossgate that slammed down when you had your castle. So that's a portcullis. That's what they're after. And that's probably, if I'm not guessing wrong, yeah, there we go. The 2008 portcullis. I've got loads of them. Feathers. when people mention feathers, Stevie B, they mean those things, like plumes of feathers. And that'll be the year that they want for that one as well. I can't quite believe me seeing that. Where is it going on? Well, that's not the particularly interesting one. That's just a low vintage one anyway. 77. Yeah, going on to these 2008s and 17s again. These are just ones that you should keep to one side. These are not valid in today's auction. Today's auction is solely the non-magnetic ones. 1971 to 1991. Because the magnet will not stick to. Might as well scrolling down now. Disney, have you found another print? Is that what you're saying there to Warren? If so, I missed it too. Oh, Isabella Brand Polar Bear. Ah. Number 8 is available. Right. I'm going to quickly catch it with a feed. Dun, 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 dun. Westminster, can't find that. Oh, that's about. I have no idea with the 2p coin being non-magnetic at Chippy Doodle. I assume the same year or thereabouts as the pennies. I'd have thought they would have moved them both, because if they realise that it's expensive, the copper content, and they wanted to make them steel plates for the pennies, then the band would do the same for the 2p, which is twice the size, and they were moving into shields at the same time. So I can only assume that it will be, RJ's confirmed as the same years, 71 to 91. So we've got John's asking me what a hassle he's going from the mint. Yeah, he's not buying them direct from the mint. He's buying them from the kind of placing over in Holland, which is flogging them on behalf of the mint. Plus, their business, they can't bar sales to somebody without a legitimate reason. They can't just do it because they're in competition or they dislike each other. So we have got a print. I think there's a hyperlink which is being pushed up now by Warren. We're looking at Isabella Brent, Polar Bear Mum and Cub. I know a lot about this one because Disney has extremely good taste. This too is one that I'd purchased myself during this mad weekend. So the one which is coming up now, and we can start the auction for it now, I suppose, is for the Isabella Brent Polar Bear and Cub. Nice bit of gold on the edging, signed and numbered. Below, beautiful one. So Disney's got a big yes with exclamation marks, so we're pretty sure that's the one. So we'll have an opening bids can start on the Isabella Brent. Well, this one is going to be identical to this one, apart from the fact it's going to be number 80, whereas this one is numbered 64. It's signed, only 375 ever signed, and it retails at $79.95, and we have an opening bid of 10 coins from Disney Princess. And the particular one that we found, which is available, most of these have already sold out because they're so nice, is number 80. The bidding's now moved up to, well, 50, 50, 100. And one's going to start the countdown. Again, no comments unless it's a bid throughout the countdown, please, people. And I may say bits and pieces in between, but I will not be now mentioning names or amounts. But you can see the screen, and you can see what you need to beat if you want to remain in the competition. Tension is mounting. Chris, you pushed Disney up there. I honest to God thought that if you beat Disney then, she would be looking to find where you live to put a brick through your window. You took the Hawkins away from a bid with a strong bid of 305, and you pushed it to the brink there, 281. That was exciting bidding from the pair of you there. Wowzers. That was quite entertaining, I thought. Yeah, that was a good little bidding war there. And as Chris said, yours, Disney. Yeah, 202 would have been really cool, particularly if it was the last accepted bid. I think you probably pushed 100 more than she expected to pay anyway, so it's all good. Very respectable numbers there. Yeah, Disney wants to know where you live. Well, it's okay because you won a bid, Disney, but you got it. Although, yeah, that was a good little battle royale, that was. What have I got here? Let's move some of my junk about. See what I've got in this drawer. I can show people coin related. Try and keep this more coin related to some degree. Sue saying the Indy clarifies to let people know that the only non-magnetic that he will accept. Oh, so we will accept these in the auctions. Are the 2008 Portcullis 1p, and the 2017 Shield 1p, and the 2008 Feathers 2pence, and the 2013 Shield. So those are magnetic, but those are low mintage. So he's obviously accepting those through as well. I thought he's just non-magnetic, so that's good. But to be fair, those are quite rare ones to come across. So you may wish to retain those anyway. But if it's a case of using those and going into that little extra vault in order to get the winning item. Hey, look at that, Danielle Sindley. We're back on. You're here. Happy days. What do I know about old £1 coins? I know I have lots of them. I have shed loads of them. I've got boxes of them. I've got tubs of them. I have got books of them. And more books of them. I know a lot about them. RJ Coins is saying if you go to his channel, or go to my channel, I can't even pronounce that, Sanulithi, that's a video about old round pounds. How come they're just a non-magnetic 1998 2Bs? I think it was just down to the metals they had that they didn't wish to. And obviously, as a result, they did a small number of them, hence the rarity, and hence the fact that they're more collectible by people. Warren's saying again to Danielle, sorry about this morning, thought it sorted it, but certainly sorted now. The last thing I want to do though is hover over your name and press block or hide, but I would never do that. Disney's really happy, loads of hearts there and thumbs up. She's wanted it for ages. Yeah, it is beautiful. The one that I've got is going to be framed for my daughter because her favourite animal is a bear. So that's going to be one of her Crimbo ones. Why I put it out of the way when she wasn't here. Chippy Doodle saying, so you should keep them. Well, non-magnetic 1998 tuppences. I keep all of mine. Anything which is low mintage or sought after is worth putting to one side unless you need to spend it. And when it comes down to coppers, I can't imagine you'll ever need to spend it. You can always do is not as if you've got a collection of £50 notes and you're going to keep some for, just in case you spend them. But tuppences, fine. Stockpile them. Yeah, I've got some of my, just going into coins. These are some of my Peter Pan sets that came from the Isle of Man post office. If you're looking for some of the Isle of Man stuff, their post office produces and shoves out most of their gear. I had a leaflet a minute ago. I don't know what I've done with it. There we go. If you buy something from the Isle of Man post office, you get onto their mailing list and they send you these little booklets out. Don't get me wrong, it's mainly stamps and stuff like that. There's obviously stamps in bold and coins in smaller. But they do also talk about their coins. Someone mentioned earlier on the Isle of Man was going back to doing the 50p this year. They aren't. Would have been nice. But they £2 coins. I'll show you the Hunting of the Wren. That's the Hunting of the Wren card. They made 1,000 of them. I've got a handful of them. They obviously never sold them all because they've still got them for sale on here. That was one of their first Christmas kind of weirdy coin, which is like a double piece and that. The ones they're doing this year, which is going to be available in the Christmas card like that, and also the kind of just presentation pack is Santa Claus. Not the clearest thing in the world, but yeah, just a Santa Clausy face with a very curly beard. So you can buy that direct from them. Obviously, you've got postage to consider, but the Christmas card and with the £2 coin, limited edition, are only 1,000, £22.50 each. The gift pack, which was the one below it, £12.50, and you can just get it in just a loose coin in a plastic wallet or whatever for £8.50. A lot cheaper than anywhere else because that's straight from source. I'll be buying some from there and I'll be listing them with a markup to sell from my set. And there you can see on that side we've got a Peter Pan's. I've got some of the top kind of green sets, but you can get them loose in like the gold wallet, or you can have it in the cheaper version packaging down there. So from the nice one in the green, I got £37.50 to the in the red more basic £32.50 to just the 6 coins separated so they don't scratch themselves to pieces in the gold wallet for £27.50. Someone's talking about elephants. I have to go back here again. Push, push, push. Now I can't be sure these haven't all sold out already, so you'd need to find one which is available and for sale on there. But who was talking about elephants a second ago? John Benson. Look at that. There is again from Isabella Brent, again signed and numbered elephant in the beautiful kind of scenic bordering the trees and the gold. You can find that in the listings under Isabella Brent, and you can find one which is still for sale. Let us know the number, and we can do that during my slot before we finish. And then you can get yourself a nice one there, John, for the missus. Boom, 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 boom. Out of the way. Just ordered a handful of those that look nice. Shame the Royal Mint didn't do Christmas coins. Well, they do technically. First one was last year, the Snowman. That's what they're going to consider it to be. They're doing another one, which I believe is going to be released next week. I think the second Snowman is next week. They did try first to do like a £5 Christmas coin, which fell flat on his face, followed by the next one, which fell flat on his face, the Nutcracker. They then clicked on actually Gibraltar, Isle of Man, Falklands. Lots of places have been doing Christmas 50p's and they've been selling well, so now they've gone for it. What time am I finished? Though I'm finishing at 4, so yeah, I can do another. If someone wants to do another auction for another print now, I'll do it straight away. If someone wants to bring up the elephant. I think if you're looking at spending your coppers and stuff, I think jumping onto some of these prints is a very good way of getting some really good value for your money, because they are crackers. What's that? It is over there. Got some of these if people haven't got these for their A to Z collection, which is basically not a coin at all, just the completum medallion, which is a little bit random because you can just buy this. Well, you could. I don't think they have any in stock anymore. But you could have just bought that at the beginning without even owning a single A to Z coin. So it's hardly a completum medallion, is it? RJ's reminding us on the Great British Coin Hunt YouTube archives from early last week are his videos on the 1p and the 2p mintages and retail values. And the penny one is also on his own channel. And as we keep on saying, if you aren't already on people's channels, get on them. Support each other. build up the numbers. Boom, boom, boom. So I keep leaning over here. I never put everything where I want it. Boom, boom. Where the hell was that gone? I had it. It looks like I lost it. Oh well. Find another time. Okay, we have found an elephant. Elephant is number 75 of 375. Again, Isabella Brent. Oh, I was just showing stuff, John. I'm not putting them up for auction. These are my stuff, but they are available on my eBay and on my website, dragonlordcoins.com. Right. Elephant number 75. We have an opening bid there of 50 by Chris Spree. Uh, 50 Chris Spree, and we've got the countdown started. What else we got in here? Yeah, if you see Ian kind of grabbing stuff, John, that's Ian. This is his channel, his stuff, his decision. If I'm showing you some of my stuff, that's my stuff. I flog it. I don't decide to put it out randomly and get it out. Boom, boom, boom. Down to the last dozen. Countdown. Now into the last 10. So speak now or forever hold your peace, people. Down to the last count of 5. Well, so apart from David Lister covered in for the Frankenstein, we've had Disney Chris. Bit of a theme going on here. I think I can probably guess who's been sorting through their coppers the most. So that was sold for 205 to Chris Spree. Right, I'm going to throw up a nice package coin now, Roman packaged. We're going to go for D-Day. So any bids for Roman packaged D-Day coin? £2 coin. Not going to be released into circulation. And again, if you are the winner of this bid, please can you make sure, what's that? Yeah, sorry, John. Yeah, the medals that they came out with the things that I think they've run out of both sites now. But I have a few on my website, but yeah, they go for a bit more now. Right, Disney's saying that Chris is crazy. Chris was talking about having a head-to-head on a polar bear and an elephant. You have to find if there's a polar bear and an elephant left anyway. But right, we have an opening bid of 50 by Global Hunter for the D-Day coin. Warming packaged, stonking coin. This is the one with the kind of, it looks like in part silver and gold, where you got like the arrows, and inside the arrows is the name of the beach, like Juno and Gold and Sword, which is all in regards to the beach landing. So it's a nice, cleverly done coin. David Lister's woken up again. Don't forget, he came in hard and fast for the package coin for Frankenstein. There's no messing about when it comes to David Lister. If he knows what he wants, he gets it. But 100 coins, technically 100 pennies. It could be a quid that you just sorted through. Most of my bags are in pennies. So, time it took to sort them out, I could then potentially be winning this for a quid. Right, here it is. We know how generous Ian can be. We also know what a businessman he is, so we know that somewhere there's a deeper plan by him in regards to all of these. He's not having these just because he likes non-magnetic coins. Global Hunter, you came in, but you came in a little bit late. If you look at the bid just before yours, you're a little bit lacking now, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Carl. But I'm not mentioning who's winning or anything now on the basis that we're in the last 10 countdown. That was knuckle biting as well. That was 250 popping Stevie B's 201 and then 255 by RJ. Pipping to the post, David. Well done, RJ. 255. Yeah, sneaky RJ. Well, yeah, he came in. Dangerous kind of tactic, but if it works, it works. And it certainly worked then. Right, we're going to go for a COA coin now. And we've already done Hawkins, so the next one on the list for the COA was going to be Q. So, this is going to be for the coin with certificate of authenticity, the Gardens. Surely I'm going to have a nice tasty opening bid for a Q Gardens coin with COA. quicker we get these done, the quicker we move on to the next ones. All's good in the hood. What have we done so far? We've done 1, 2, 3 different prints, which is nice. We've done a couple of Roman package, D-Day and Frankenstein. We've done a COA for Hawkins. And as promised, the next one is Q that we're now doing. We bid on 50 there by Stevie B, Popcoin King. On the next hour, when it goes past 3 into my last hour before 4, the next coin that we'll be doing with a COA is going to be the Armistice. Andy Walton just beat John Benson with the 150, so Andy Walton's the first bid there that is counted. Hello, Javid. Glad to see you back. By the way, people, if you can be pressing the like button, that'll be much appreciated. There's a lot more people watching than that liked it. And today, this is getting goods for a copper coin. Well, a wodge of copper coins. Still a very good day and good bargains to be had by all. So surely that's worth a like on the button. Whilst this is ticking on, because it looks like it is going to tick on, this queue seems to be popular, I'm off to quickly refill my mug. Back in a mo. Kettle's boiling. Well, put on to boil. And we're into the countdown. I reckon there's going to be a bit of tactical bidding being done towards the end here. It's for Kew Gardens with COA. That was a very healthy bid there, Paul. You obviously wanted that one, and you certainly got it. Please remember when you stick it through to put on there this Q with COA. I think that'll be taken for granted. We wouldn't be accidentally giving you the 2009 Q anyway, but you can make sure it is labelled correctly. Makes us all happy at the end of the day. Thank you kindly for that. Beautiful bid there. I don't have that many coins, John, either. I didn't start the day with that many coins. Looks like Paul decided he was waiting and keeping his pace, and he did. Decisive bid, that. Very impressive. I'll work out half these things. Let's keep on going. Right. Give me a second. What was it? I missed it. You missed the Kew Gardens with COA, Disney, but Paul came in strong and heavy at the end with 500. So I don't even know whether he had enough to get it. You've already got a couple of things, haven't you? So you obviously had a fair few coins. I still can't believe how cheap you got the Mallards for. That's unbelievable. Your Mallards you paid 15 for, and then you had to go up to 281 for the Isabella Brent Boda Bet. Disney, Chris is trying to play with you again. I have no qualms to have a game if you wish to in regards to Isabella Brent, but you need to make sure that they're available. Because I've got a feeling the majority of hers are sold out now. It may be difficult finding them. So we've done that one, done that one, what we're going to do. But yeah, if anyone else is interested in any form of what's that? I always get confused when messages pop along the bottom of here because this is Ian's account, not my account. I'm just using it. So I always think, what the hell? Don't understand that. It's not aimed at me, that's why. Well, I don't understand them. Makes sense. So yeah, if there's anybody who's interested in another print and you want to get it as a nice little gift in advance for Crimbo, then have a skegs, and if you come up with print details, just give me the shout and we'll get it listed. It's like Disney and Chris want to have a game. I can get more messages popping through. Get rid of them. That's a lot of counting. It's a hell of a lot of counting. I bagged and tagged all mine just in pound bags like normal, so I know it's 50 for 2p's and 100 for pennies. Makes it a bit easier when I'm having to total up at the end. Although I'm not bidding on stuff I'm auctioning. I couldn't possibly try and multitask that far, it'd be far too complicated. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in the feed. So a bit up to speed. Anybody have any questions? Anything they want to discuss? Any queries? Our mod god, Lighty, has come up with another reminder there that if you win, please include a note stating what you've won and who you are. Lots of parcels being sent with no notes. This is delaying your parcel being sent to you. Again, if they got a bag of 161p's, they don't know whether that's from a bid of 160, whether that's a bid of 120 and a 14, they put them together. They have no idea unless they can marry it up easily by doing it the way you said, separate kind of things and notes clearly defining what you bid, when you bid, and what you bid for, and for how much. They can't get this turned around quickly, and they're going to have things just sitting there waiting for them to work out what the hell to do with it. Clear, concise notes with your payment makes it a lot easier and gets your goods turned around, well, probably within the matter of a few minutes of opening your package. They can marry directly with the actual goods and then get it directed towards you as opposed to just sitting in the packing area. Boom, 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 boom. I always do boom, 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 boom. My kids hate me doing it, but I think it's probably because I'm always used to having music somewhere in the background. Or in the state of where I used to work, noises, screamings, yellings, fightings, and everything else. Oh yeah, and Lighty's put up a video link there, really worth watching. I watched it yesterday, really good. And any donations, if you wish to make any, can be made via the admin payment section. Just stating there, Warren's charity, and he's nominated mine don't forget that if one can make 250 quid for his charity, then he'll go to, I don't play the piano, John. He'll go to the Mint in Drag, which is worth money, full stop. No points or vouchers can be used for any form of donations. And if 250 is reached, Great British Coin will match 25% of it. So do the taxman special really on it and make it a nice bit bigger, which is always desirable. Because what's that? Dun 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 dun. That's 50, 62.50 on top. So it's turning well over the 300 mark. Emerald. Em. 2 seconds, pretty hard to get. Go in the back. When you finish doing what you're doing, I'll play a little bit of piano. Just. There we go. I shall get some piano noise to break up the noise. I can't imagine there's any copyright if it's being played on the piano, surely. If I could sing a song now if I wanted to, I can't because I can't sing and I don't know any songs, but that can't be performance rights. That's playing them, but playing music, got to be different. Right, Crispy Disney, you're making me nervous. If it takes this long for you to count your coins, well, yeah, she's only on to the first 2,000 or 3,000. When it starts getting to the 10,000, she starts losing count. She has to start again. So, boom, 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 boom. Well, that's not bad. Mark's saying go for the 2018 Beatrix Potter Silver Proofs, 168 of the World of Beatrix Potter website. Individual coins are £45 each. So you're getting a discount there, but yeah, £65 each if you're going on to the Mint. So far better to go to Beatrix Potter by the looks of it. Unless, of course, that code that we were given earlier on works. And then you can get them for half price anyway, so cheaper. Black box, coin holder, white box, black slab. Gotcha. And like he says, 250 is not a lot to ask. Oh, what are you going to play us? Bit of Muse. Probably won't be able to hear me now. The piano is pretty loud. I didn't realise that when I bought to it. Well, I knew it was going to be loud. I didn't think it was going to be like this then. Oh, excellent. Starlight by Muse. Is there any Muse fans amongst you? If you aren't Muse fans, become a Muse fan. Best band in the world. Emma doesn't read music, she memorises all of these. How she can do that is beyond me. Alex is saying the voucher codes, if you go through Voucher Code's website, you can get the silver proof for 30 on the Warm Insight, but lots of them are now sold out, not surprised. People probably flopping there in the droves, get them at that price. Not bad. Now you can just play whatever you want. One which isn't too bassy and loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the background?
What?
In the background?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, you don't have to be banned from the piano just because I'm on live stream. Right? They probably like the music. Well, they might not, but they might do. Who knows? Turns out my voice, so it's got to be good. Just going to refill my cup. Could the cows now bowl? don't think we can get copyrighted for piano, can we?
Not good enough for it to.
I don't think we can, because we're reproducing it, we're on playing our stuff. And for Matt saying he'd hate to live next door to us, she's not allowed to play after midnight. But to be fair, about 1 o'clock this morning, I had about 12 drunken students in fancy dress falling all over the pavement and banging into cars and being extremely loud. Not your music, so yes, it can be. I thought we had to produce theirs, play theirs, not replication. But if they can pick it out from there, then I'm impressed. But all right.
The fair use policy.
What?
Allowed under the fair use policy section.
What, on YouTube? Okay. When I say you're a kid, you know more than all of us. So. Right, cool. Right. Oh, it says on there, Chris says, any live music only from YouTube list. There you go. And, oh yeah, Hannah's son playing an instrument got in trouble. No, in that case, maybe not then. Yeah. Have you sent Pet? Right, we'll cut that as it started then. I'll find out, I'll get some clarification on that. PRS legislation could be draconian. You're telling me you have people whose entire job is to walk around shopping areas and listen to somebody playing a radio in the background of the barbers, or whilst they butchering meat, and then whacking them with, you have to pay this under the PRS because you're playing music in a business place. It stopped us doing loads of it at work as well. Even cop shops, they wonder around when if someone's got an office on in the background or not. Then we got told we were allowed to use it in our breaks, but we had to use earplugs or whatever so no one else could hear what we were hearing. Ridiculous. I've not got a problem with it, so play some more. We best not. At the end of the day, this isn't my stream. I'm a jockey, as it were. I'm just filling a void. This is Ian's stream, so I can't gamble with his. But yeah, on my own, next time I do a coin hunt, I'll get them playing music in the background. But a supermassive black hole would probably be quite good. Right, has anyone found a print that they would like to bid on? Disney and Chris, between you two, are you planning to have a battle royale in regards to any particular thing? And more importantly, has Disney managed to counter coins? And after a little spree, has she got any left? Sorry for the pun there, Chris. We got 281 and 15, so 296. School run, okay. There you go, Chris. Later on, she'll give you a run for your money. Oh, going well. Boom, boom, boom. Another first on the Great British Coin Hunt. Was that piano playing? Yeah. It's a lovely piano. It's worn up. I can't think what they call it now. It's something like a mini grand or something, but it's a beautiful one. It weighs a blooming ton though. I know everyone makes a joke about pianos weighing a lot, but they've got like a cast iron kind of cage under there holding everything into one place, and it weighs a blooming ton. But that's been banged from the auction house into my house from the back of a truck, and banged again into another truck, and then into here when I moved. And it's perfectly in tune. Never needed to have it retuned at all. So happy days with that. And you can get for a song now, no pun again. If you can find them like on Facebook, everyone's trying to get rid of pianos. And they go for ridiculously cheap money if you consider how much they would have cost to buy new. But it is what it is. What shall we do? We've just done that one. Right, we've done a Stephen Hawkins with a COA earlier on, which Chris Spree for 305 coins. How much is someone going to pay for the Stephen Hawkins Raw Mint packaged? That is the next item up. Is a Stephen Hawkins Raw Mint packaged, 50 pence, mint and perfect, and going for coppers. I don't want to get us started off with that. In fact, I don't have all that many of these myself. I've only got 3 or 4, I think. So if this thing works, oh, my machine soaks so much. What the hell is it doing? Press return, hands all the way back here, and it takes that long before it populates on the screen. That is embarrassing. There you go, I've started off. I have coins. I might as well have a play with this and get us started on 50 coins for the. Oh, look at that, David straight in and doubled me. 100 for the Stephen Hawkins Raw Mint package, which we recently found out, according to the Raw Mint, isn't legal tender, even though it's packaged and made in the Raw Mint, where the Royal Mint mints all of the coinage for the UK. It's got 50p written on it. It's from the same building that produces all the 50p's. And there's nothing on the packaging at all to say that it's not legal tender. So a bit of a word play and a bit of twisting things to suit the situation. All of a sudden, it's not 50p. But as Ian pointed out, once it's a bit mucky, all of a sudden it's no longer brilliant because it's been mucked up. And then, under their wordplay again, it no longer being brilliant makes it legal tender, which is ridiculous. But we are talking about the Raw Mint here, and they're there to make a mint. I don't think the expression came about in regards to polos or after eights. I think making a mint was basically licensed to make your own money, which is what they are doing to very good effect. Anyone else going to have a little bit on this one? Because going for a song. God, this takes a time lag on this. David and Global, did you miss the thing I did earlier on? Looks like you might have. Yeah, it was a steal, and it was a steal to me, Lighty. Do you notice that? In between 7 and 8, I put 130. Hang on. What? Well, and you've missed it as well by the looks of it. Between 7 and 8 on your countdown, I bid 130. Can anyone see that, or is that just me? We're going to need the adjudicator to have a look up the countdown feed and make a final decision. Because I'm confused. David's saying just you. How can my stream be behind? Check your phone. confused what you mean by check my phone. That doesn't make much sense to me either. How the hell can I have a delay on the chat? So just to clarify, did somebody actually see my 130, but it just came too late? Oh my God, yeah. I'm checking my little feed there. Now that's bizarre. Oh, yeah, that's a good reason why I shouldn't then bid on anything whilst I'm working, because it's just going to bite me on the butt. If doing this means I can't do anything there. See, that's what I was seeing, people. My bid of 130 and then people bidding under it. But no, my feed is wrong. The stream is the stream. 120. That was cheap as chips for you there. Well in, David. Nice win. Boom, 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 boom. Right. That's why Ian said don't wait to the end. Well, I didn't think I was waiting to the end. I did it 8 seconds. It wasn't the end, but hey, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. What we got here? So look, see. Trying to work out what to do next. Which one we got? Done that. Prove if ever you need it, get bids in early. Well, I think it's only makes the difference if you're the person being filmed and streaming. I think if you're everyone else sees the feed exactly the same time and place. Unless the thing they can be behind is the picture. If they haven't clicked the old kind of red button for live, they could be lagging in the video, but the stream is the stream, as long as you aren't streaming. The boss confirms, I've already confirmed that. My bid was only on my screen. All of your screens said different. And when I went onto my phone, that confirmed it. So, yeah, I've already considered that. Already written it down. Hawkins, 120, David Lister. I've got no issues with that whatsoever. Again, we've got a bit of time left. I'm still here for an hour. Is there any other prints that anyone else would like? Disney's the one who's been naming the prints most of the time thus far, although Chris has been coming in and challenging for nearly all of them. But Disney's now gone on the school run. So if there's any prints that anyone would like, if they have a look in the print section on the Great British Coin Hunt website and they find something they like, give us a shout and we'll whack it up. And then you can hopefully get it for some coppers. You know, I think it's buzzing until I open it now, is it? Oh yeah, well, what about that? Let's give it that. All right. No, I'm not going to bid on my own stream in future. It just makes things easier. I was only doing it then because I thought it was going for too little. I thought I'd bump it up a bit. Unfortunately, though, if mine had gone on at the right time, I'm pretty damn certain David would have gone much higher anyway. And I bid it. I just got to do a better price. It's all gravy. It's all good. Right. No one's asking me any coin-related questions. I'm not saying I'm an authority on them, but if you have any, I can possibly help. If not, someone else on the stream probably will as well. So if there's any issues or any questions, bring it up now or forever hold your peace. And if there's anything that you'd like to bid on, let's have a play with that. We have 4 480. Let's hit 350. What's that? Oh, is that subscribers? I've got to assume it is. I obviously, because I'm streaming, I can't see how many subscribers we have or don't have. So when you're viewing the video, I think you can see at the bottom. Yeah, if we're only 20 short again, 3,500, then please share it onto other sites and get people to sub onto this. You may be a closet coiner. You may not want people to know that you're a coiner, but you'll be surprised. It's only when I came out of the closet, as it were, work, that I was looking at coins and investing in them, and I was actually making money from them. Then all of a sudden, there's a massive interest in coins, and then I had everybody tell me what they got and how many they put aside at home and everything else. All we're doing is passing on the knowledge and educating to some degree. I had one person who was about to spend a 2018 Peeler Rabbit in our tuck shop, and I went, "That's brilliant, I'll take that straight away. As soon as I goes in, I'll swap it for another 50p. He went, "Why is that?" I said, "I can flog that one for £6 in the space of 10 minutes if I get home on eBay." "What, really?" "Yeah." So he took it in, and he's now collecting himself and collecting for the kids. So hit the like and bell so you never miss a video or a stream. Yeah, it certainly is. So yeah, share it onto your Facebook, share it onto your Twitter. Who cares? They probably will not see your comments if you've made a comment even in the side. They'll have no idea, but they'll see the stream, and they may well think, "Ruminek, that's educational, and I can make money, like as Ian says, with just the coins in my pocket." We're sure we can push it up by another 20. Nice. And if not, we certainly got to make sure we hit that 3.5 before the end of today. Yeah, as Warren says, share on social media. So yeah, Twitter and Facebook if you're my sort of age and generation. If you're younger or a bit more techie, then you can also use what? Pinterest or Pinterest? I think I was pronouncing it wrong. Twitch, and there are all sorts of different ones. But whatever you got, share it. Be nice to top the 3.5 grand tonight. We should definitely be hitting 4 by the end of the month, I would have thought, and 5 by the end of the year. These things, when they start growing, start to snowball, which is again another reason why you should all be liking everyone else's channel on here as well. Because if you aren't a coiner or coin tuber straight away, you may well be in the future. What was the magazine I was showing earlier? Oh, nothing. Now, if you buy anything from the Alaman Stamps and Coins, the Alaman website is under the post office. They send you bits and pieces through the post on a semi-regular basis. Not enough to class them as junk mail, but so nice things. If you're into stamps, you can find a nicer range from one of our kind of Channel Island territories. But what I find the interesting part is you can buy the coins from them rather than I buy them from here to sell on eBay, because I like Ian, I'm a bit of a retailer. So this is where I'll get the items from, the closest I can get to cost half the time. Then you sell it on for a little bit of profit. But if you're a collector and you don't mind using other websites outside of the norm, i.e. Ian's or eBay, etc., you can go onto some of these like Alan Stamps and Coins or Pobjoy Mint. And Pobjoy Mint does all the Falkland ones and things like that. And you can pick them up at sensible prices. Right, so just checking another email there. And another one I would heartily recommend if you're into 50p's, I'm assuming Scott's already got this, if not he's a fool, is this 50p guide. This is a dealer on eBay, and I think he's probably got his own website by the looks of it, Andrew's Coins, but I found this on eBay for only a few quid. And the Alaman colour coins, which some of these go for a fortune, all in full colour. Penguins there, the Falklands, you can see the bomb. This is relatively close to being up to date. That's last year's, but obviously we've got a new one, which I'm waiting to take delivery of now. That's the British Antarctic Territories. First one I did was Boaty McBoat's face. They've now done a second one of those. But if you go to the beginning of the book as well, bish bash bosh, page on the fakes and how to tell. Circulation figures and everything else in regards to some of our more basic coins. And then all of the coins, all of the mintages, all of the rough prices next to them. And this is for, see in here as well, you can see the 2 Newtons. One of these is for the, it says 1.8 million there. And then we got the 19,934 down here, which is the strike your own version, which I have a few of, which is nice. On here is saying to be confirmed, but we now know the mintage figures. You can just write them in and keep your book current. All the Olympic 50p's, they haven't been missed out. They've been given their own section. And then, hang on, I jumped forward far too many pages then. The man's done with some of their basic Viking ships. More Viking ships. Then they moved into the TT. The most common TT you'll find in your change is this one, the 1997. Have a good look at the picture, memorize it. Bish bash bosh. What do we have here? Exactly the same picture. This is 1996, not 1997. Look at the price difference. I came across one of these. I bought half a dozen 97s just to redo some of my stock. And I had a look when I had them. I was just putting them into a tub and I had a look and noticed one said 96. I sold that one for 60 quid. Nice little bonus that one was. More of the TT, because they did TT for quite a while. TT took over from the Viking ships. And we got a nice one down there, which is for when he won Olympic medal. Mark Cavendish, which is one of Jersey's own, Alaman's own. Then we moved across into their first Christmas coins, 1980. All of these are in here as well. Bish bash bosh. Some of these 2003 and 2008 in particular are ridiculous amounts of money. Don't know why. There we go. That one there. Into the hundreds for that one. And then it did exactly the same coin again. And that's even more expensive, 2008. The coin's the same, just got a different year on the back of it. It makes a couple £100 difference in price. Boom, boom, boom. You may or may not have seen some of these ones coming out recently in regards to the Sapphire anniversaries. And then we got some there for Lest We Forget. The Armistice Day one. And then we move all the way into Gibraltar then. And Gibraltar started their Christmas coins in 1988, 8 years after Alaman. But again, some of theirs can be ridiculous prices. Just having a look there, that's 140. That's 130. That's the most common one that we've all seen recently. And that disgusting one, I think. I don't like that one. I think it's quite lazy. It's 2017, plus it wasn't unique to 2017 anyway. It's basically the same die they just used again. From, where is it? Can you see the beggar there? Oh, it's there somewhere. You got a watch there of the Falklands. Moving into Gibraltar. All the jerseys, Guernseys. One to the Falklands. The Fox 50p, which Ian's been selling some of the penguins down there. It's a brilliant book. And Nanny Sue Who's Your From is produced by Andrew's Coins. But if you put that into eBay search, the 50 pence guy 2019 into eBay, it'll probably take you straight to the page. I think I paid 3 or 4 quid for it, something like that. It's a really quick, easy to hand 45-page reference guide. Worth every penny. Hello, Lorna. Good afternoon. How's it all going? Not too bad. We haven't been. No one's been asking me much. It's been a bit slow going. Me trying to make conversation, but not being a big talker. Well, I am, but normally just gibberish. So much so, Lorna, I think I'm going to whack out my last COA coin now. We've already done all of the packaged ones, unless I decide to throw in a Peter Rabbit. But I'll think of that later on. Depends how well we do on the next COA. So we did have Hawkins first, as requested, followed by Q. So the last one that we're going to do with a COA is going to be the Armistice coin. Like I say, to me, I think that's a really great shame we didn't. Yeah, Iron Maiden and Legion United. Thank you, Lorna. Good taste. Yeah, Book of Souls tour. So I'm doing that. They were brilliant. Yeah, the Armistice coin would have been a really, really nice one to put into circulation. It would have meant a lot to a lot of people to come across that one and to keep it. So, I keep getting messages I've got to get rid of. They keep zapping me. Would anyone like to do an opening bid for the Armistice coin with COA? I don't know how far behind the stream I am. Streaming computer. Can't even move on to there now. What did the last one go for? 120. Nice opening bid there, Carl. Global Hunter 17. I don't know how far behind I am, but I'm certainly going to have a little fight for this one, I think, potentially. I'm supposed to be bidding on the proper Kew Gardens on eBay now. Okay, just got my timer. My countdown's begun. 1 to 14. Well, but from what I can see, there's no guarantee. You might have finished on your side by now, but I can see 14. Now 12. And I can see we're into the last 10 countdown. to the last 5. So Chris Bray, Nanny Sue pushed him up much higher. He was already on a respectable, and he returned with a nice jab at 405, which is a respectable amount of coins for a really nice coin. Armistice with COA. Can you make sure you write down COA when you stick it in? Boom, boom, boom. Right. Just checking what I've done here. So we're done. Ah, that's unfortunate, Nanny Sue. If you bid 400 coins, anyone know the cost of postage? Yeah, postage will be quite high, so you have to factor that in with your bids. You got bags of coppers to post. The Royal Mail likes to take your money. When you go there and you see those dreaded scales, I hate it when you go there and your item's too heavy for the scales. Now it's got to be a different person. I've got to be parcel force. Great. Right, 35 minutes left. What shall we do? Put in the chat earlier, watch it back. Oh, there you go then. John, if you look backwards on the chat later on, someone has put in the prices or rough prices, I assume by weight. But again, you can go into the Royal Mail website and you can find the postage levels. You've got a set of scales, you'll be able to work out what you need to post and how much it's going to chop you for. Boom, 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 boom. Mine's been buffering too. Ah, well. I'm easy. I'll allow that conversation to take place in the chat. Warren, you're a mod, so I consider you to be the main adjudicator. Chris said his have been buffering too, and he's happy to allocate it. If he does, Nanny Sue, are you willing to take that at the bid of the 407? If so, I've got a rubber, and I can just amend my sheet. I just need confirmation from you, Nanny Sue, that you're happy with that. Now, is Nanny Sue writing a really long message, or has she gone to make a cup of tea? Oh, please, cool. So that's yours for 407 then, Nanny Sue, yeah? Armistice with COA. That's really nice. Cheers, Chris. Thanks for that. Although I am beginning to wonder how many coppers you actually do have, because you've spent a fair few today already. 510. That would have been 915. Wow. Whatever you've now sacrificed in Nanny Sue, a lovely gesture, you'll probably be able to do something extremely well with those 405 later on. Don't forget, these auctions are going to be continuing throughout the course of today until midnight, and some of the people who have been bidding may not have any left. So towards the end, you may be able to get some bargains. Nanny Sue, I know your first name's Suzanne. Does Ian know you immediately from your tag of Nanny Sue, or if not, could you give me your first and last name on the message just so I can put it there so they can marry it up easier when they need to post out to the addresses? Ian knows. Cool. Happy days. All right. Well, that's great. All's good in the hood. Roman body warmers, baseball caps, and polo shirts. What the hell's that about? I'm trying to work out what the body warmers, baseball caps, and polo shirts is relating to. We aren't talking about a merchandising for the Great British Coiners, are we? Oh, we are. Yeah. Well, the pin badges is one thing, but I'm not going to wear a body warmer blazing with the Great British Coiners unless I charging for the advertising. Because I've got a fair bit of advertising space here, you see. So that'll be quite a lot. No, they see won't be doing any of the paperwork submissions. I'll be doing all of that. I can put that down, but you'll need to, more importantly, put that down on the bit of paper that you'll be sending in to indicate that you won the armistice and with COA for 407 coins. Your details, and it was on Dragonlord stream today. Put on there then, can I have 180 please, if at all possible, and if it's not already sold, it will be yours. I know certainly that we had somebody buying all the 247s, no, the 147s for the maximum breaks a while back. Obviously 180 is the maximum score in darts, so someone may have already got it. So we can't guarantee numbers. The numbers will be random, but if you put it down on the notes, if it's available when they're receiving your coins and preparing your package to ship, they will give you the number that you've requested if it's available. EMSL and a diamond, £2 coin, the poppy for a pin badge. John, what are you talking about with the £2 coin, the poppy for a pin badge? Oh, I get what you mean there. Yeah, but how much would that cost once you've got it made up to sell on? It's quite a large coin as well. Warren will have to answer you on that one. Nanny Sue, I don't know whether it comes with the ephemera or whether this is just the coin and COA. No one's mentioned that it's the full package to me, so I think it's just the coin and COA, unless Warren can correct me on that. Advertising, we can now offer your company advertising on the YouTube channel, starting from £10. This will get your company 10 links shared out, 10 shout outs to your company. Wowzers. Isn't this growing and growing? getting like a Triffid. Yeah, just a coin. He's confirming, Nanisu. So yeah, coin in the COA. So yeah, again for the same reason, you can't really buy a match in the ephemera if we don't know which number you're going to get. For all we know, 180 might already have been bought by somebody. Oh, hang on. Ian's just confirmed it is a coin in COA. There we go. So we've just done a total U-turn immediately. That's what Ian is famous for. Likes to mix things up and keep us on our toes. So yeah, it's a coin and COA. Hang on, no, that's what I just said, isn't it? It's a coin COA, but not the ephemera. Yeah, not ephemera. Right. Coin. Happy days. Right. Again, before we get to the last bit, because I've done all of the coins that I was thinking of doing, and the COA coins. I can still fit in another print if anyone has an appetite for one. All you need to do is let us know the name of the artist and the actual title, which picture it is, so we can find it. If we can find it, we can deal with it. If we can't, we can't. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's cool then. So is you buying them? Yeah, in that case, if you haven't already got that for the armistice, then it's probably a strong likelihood it'll still be available. So you put that, make sure you put that on your notes. All going well, we'll get going. Chris saying, playing with stamps earlier. Have I got access to stamps? I used to collect stamps a long time ago. I have a big wad of them. I've got a couple of suitcases of them in there. But mine were all English. They were mainly Victorian. I like penny blacks, two penny blues, penny reds, and all the other Victorian ones. And Warren just reminding people again that if you bid on the coin, which was the Hawkins Q and Armistice, which were coins coming with the COA, there was a separate Hawkins which was warm in package going to David Lister. But all of the coins with the COA, please ensure that you write on their COA when on along with your payment, because it's causing confusion in the office on whether this is COA or whether this is a warming package. Obviously they'll find it out, but it'll take a long time to find out, which will delay your order going out. So okay, nice, you read that, that's cool, makes sense. I've got a low wall on the back of my garden. It's used like the M1 for cats. There's about 10 different cats used on a daily basis. Of course, it catches the edge of my attention. I've ever seen. I think you'll need to wait until you're on the stream with Ian before you have a chance of doing the stamp auction. I know I was messing around then. Well, thing on my side then, I think, which is awful. I wonder how different the snowman. Just to remind people of the snowman from last year. It was quite gorgeous. And it was the first one where they did something special with the acrylic block. They put the snow on there. To that, there's always been plain. But nice coin. Snowman flying. I don't quite know which one they're going to try and come up with now. For the second one. Well, that's glaring, isn't it? Oh, there we go. But yeah, I believe this one is coming out next week, the next snowman. And I'll be really intrigued to see what they do. There's only so many pictures you can do of a snowman, really. too many coins in it. One of the ones I bid over the weekend, I think last weekend, right, which is I know people don't like touching these things, but I don't mind touching them. I can just dip it in my silver gilt again and make it even nicer. But bish bash bosh, let's hold it like this. So this is the one I got, my silver proof from the Falklands, and this is for the opening of Mount Pleasant Airport, which is the main airport and the main military base on Falkland Islands, where everyone is based. Where I did several tours at Mount Pleasant Airport. That's the opening of the airport in '83. After the conflict in '82, increased our military presence on the island. Lovely coin, chucker, wasn't that? I've got a lot of Falklands ones. But there it is in the normal casing now. And that's a nice fine ounce of silver. Yeah, 28.28 grams. Limited edition of 5,000. Case doesn't marry up. The case is from the Silver Jubilee, but still, box to keep the coin in. Or I might just drop it loose in my stacking. Will there be another bunk? There will be, but not in my hour, I'm afraid, Kian. I've done all of the bunk package coins that I was going to be doing. I had the hour to spread a COA, a print, and a bunk, basically. I think people will be similar sort of theme throughout the course. Sometimes they may be a bit more intensified with the package coins. Other times they may be more intensified with something else. If Ian's on, then Ian, as you saw earlier, can just pull out anything. Yeah, that is the one I snaffled from you at the last second. Yeah. Well, I just walked into the room and heard the word Falklands, and I thought, I've got a lot of Falkland-related memorabilia because I was down there for so long. So yeah, actually, I've got some really weird Falkland stuff I've still got. Go and grab that. This would probably taste disgusting now. Look at that. Wasn't too bad, but to be fair, I was more of a lager git back in those days. Now I appreciate ale, but back then I didn't. And we had one mate who was quite good at arts and crafts and stuff like that. And he came up with these, which I thought were cool as heck. Made these himself just with some modelling clay. So we've got a penguin wearing his army webbing on a nice bit of rock from the Falklands. Even got his bearing his badge cap on It is gorgeous. One of my lasting memories from down the Falklands. I did actually have a big plaque with a massive bullet on it and an entire row of all of the Falkland Island coins, which is coin related, but I've got no idea where the hell I put that. It's somewhere waiting for the bullet to be glued back on. The round came off. Right. How's Steve, how the auction's been? They've been alright, they've gone for some good numbers. We had one which was smacked out of the ballpark, the Kew Garden with the COA. Paul Radford came in from nowhere and whacked 500 on it. So 500 coins for Kew Garden and COA. Once that 500 was there, I didn't think anyone was going to go over. Although it would have been quite fitting to see 502, but it didn't happen. 500 is more coins than I've got, and I've worked quite hard to grab the 429 that I've got. RJ and John like those yet. The beer is just rubbish. That's from a pub in Port Stanley. A great pub. It's the sort of pub you wipe your feet on the way out, not on the way in. But it is what it is. You could fit about 15 people in there. And I think, the only pub in Port Stanley. Ridiculous, but my pengy, that's a bit different. This is probably why I like my penguin so much. That's impressive, yeah. Auction one during your live time later on. Yeah, it's probably a good one, but to be fair, we got 300, 305, 281s, and then over 200, 200. The bargain of the day was the very first print that we did, which was a Graham Payne print in regards to mallards. And Disney got a ducks for just 15. It wasn't called Donald, but Donald Duck Disney. There's a bit of a link there, so I think that's probably why she was so lucky we can get it for 15. Although she came extremely close to not getting another one. Chris decided that he daren't risk it, so he allowed her to get the polar bear. Okay, it was close though. Just no duplicates per person per slot. Yeah. I think you'll find you'll probably have an individualized WhatsApp message from Warren, explaining what you got, when to use it, and so on and so forth. I just made a few notes on my pad from what the WhatsApp was, and I've worked from there. It all seemed to have gone quite well. Time's gone a bit slow though, because the stream has been quite quiet. People just haven't been asking stuff. Oh, your cousin lost his life in the Falklands. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's a short but quite bitter conflict. The Argentinians still think that the Maldivas is theirs, but the people there, to be fair, are probably more British than anyone I know in Britain. Every single person on the island is a staunch UK citizen, British through and through. And yeah, they certainly want nothing to do with Argentina. And they consider themselves to be British, which they are. Mine's like a sieve. Oh, I can relate to that one, Coins and More. Mine is a sieve, I think. I write down notes left, right, and centre and I walk around holding them, because if I put them down, I forget where I put the note. And if I get upstairs without the notes, I come back downstairs and forget what I came down for. I would forget most things. I have a very limited retention. The cheap gold band is here. Jamie Marriott came over to pop in for a bit. We all good? Yes, we are. We don't have any gold today, though, Jamie. Much to your chagrin, no doubt. I use pads for everything. Coins and More. Jot everything down. So. Need a PA mat. Ask Martha. Yeah. I did wonder whether Martha might be making an appearance in a quarter of an hour, but I don't know. Lighty was being a bit mysterious about it. Not looking anymore. Minute, wink, wink. Yeah, Jamie's probably got his eyes on some gold somewhere. I noticed the gold Wallace and Gromit. Ah, Martha's away on a ladies' cruise till next week. God bless her cotton socks. 'Tis a shame. I thought she might have been taking up some of the dates, because no doubt her Tinder was going crazy after her appearance. I thought we should have been inundated with date after date. Or requests to join local pantomimes. She'd make a very good pantomime dame. Yeah, the gold proofs sold out quite quickly. You bear in mind some of the gold proofs are still hanging about now because they haven't sold for some coins, but Wallace and Gromit disappeared extremely quickly. Yeah, and RJ saying how Martha deserved the break going on the cruiser. She worked very hard on her slot. Yeah, she does, because she got badges as well by a lot of trolls as well. But 1440 on the mint. Ouch. Yeah. It's bizarre because you get a lot more gold than that from the bullion division of the mint for a much less price. I still can't understand how they can justify selling stuff for so much more money simply because they printed it into the size and shape of what they do call or don't call legal tender, depending on what time of day it is and what mood they're in. I buy the silver bullion coins, which are 3 times the weight and cost a third of the price. Yeah, we're going to have to find out when she's. It looks like it's going to. Coins and More is going to ask her to come on once a month. That would be good. Jamie's asking when Martha's returning. Justify because people would pay. It's simple, really, yeah, because they're collectors and they get scammed. They should be getting charged a more sensible price and a more respectable profit margin for them. They shouldn't be able to just screw over coin collectors and charge them an arm and a leg more than what they should. Jamie, my sister, said she might pop to the mint in the next few weeks to get you strike your own Wallace and Gromit coin. We'll be chuffed with that. I'll talk to Ian or Warren, etc., but I'm thinking that maybe once a month. Sounds good. Yeah, I think we'd all like to see Martha on a more regular basis. Once a month sounds brilliant. Louise has come in with something I'm not going to comment on, but bless her cotton socks. I'm surprised Louise hasn't commented on me getting rid of my fluff. I did it just for her as well. She always says I need a shave. Still stubbly, but I got rid of all the fluff. That'll be brilliant. John, I'll compensate you, mate. Oh, brilliant. There we go. Oh, and 90% there to being able to go to the mint on the 25th. That'll be brilliant because there's loads of us going. This could be like a proper seminar. Masking coins on I owe him a coin from yesterday's stream. Yeah, he wants the gold Peter Rabbit one. Boom, boom, boom. Consider that joke, Lou, but I thought about yeah. Oh well, you got to work it out first, though, RJ. So. Oh, thank you, Louise. Thank you. My daughter said my earring looks bigger now. I've shaved all that off. So, right. Oh, we're winding down now. See, right towards the end, as we wind down, the people start typing. That's nice. I wish they'd been doing it earlier when I've been going stale and had nothing to say. 4-hour drive there and a 4-hour drive back. Well, I didn't think it was going to be a 4-hour drive there and a 10-minute drive back. Come on, we worked that one out, how long it's going to take. But I'll be there for the day. Well, that's good. You can go the night before, keep in your car. Happy days. Then you don't have to do it all in one day. Louise throwing out the old fail safe of I'm a woman, I'm allowed. Yeah. There's always a way. That's why when you go into restaurants, you'll see the gents' toilets are normally to the left because the women are always right. And that's just life. Coins are more than happy with Martha joining as a CJ. Very easy and fit anyone who wants to stream in. Excellent. That's brilliant news. He's got a choice though. Yep. Right. I'm knackered. It's only been a few hours because Ian did the first bit and I'm losing the last hour as well, but it seems to have taken a long time today. Don't know why. Sometimes it just seems to disappear quickly as hell. Other times it drags on a bit, but today, probably me. So I apologise if I've been a bit slow and a bit boring today. It's just, don't know. Maybe because I've got a fair bit of pain that is dulling my senses a bit, but I don't know. So I've been told by someone the strike your own Wallace is only for a month. Not sure how true. Yeah, they won't strike it into next year. No chance on the God's earth. I think they found out already that people were monetizing what they like to monetize, i.e. making money from the coins. With the Newtons in 2018, they haven't done anything like that since. In fact, this year they've gone overboard to make sure that they've done everything which has been released into the year, really starting with the Britannias and then releasing the Britannias of 50 years of the 50p, which meant that everyone who thought they had a unique coin at the beginning of the year then found out, oh no, there's lots of them being produced. And then when I went, they had the new assay marked one in regards to the 50p, which has been released everywhere. Yes, people can pay on their leg to pick up a strike your own wash and drum it. But yeah, full of jelly place, but I don't care. I need to get them from somewhere. I've got 20 there, and that's the same coin as though we're striking your own on. It's not as if there's a special little die there of SYO to indicate that that coin is a strike your own. Unless it's a different date entirely, a strike your own is a strike your own. It could be just any of the coins, just like I think they minted it on purpose when they realised that people were actually making money from the 2018 Newtons. They haven't made that slip again since. John says his sister lives half an hour from the mint but doesn't collect coins. Well, if she was a sister and she wanted to be a good sister, she should still drive there at least once a week and buy you half a dozen postcards, surely. Coins are more in UK is in very dangerous territory there, saying the blokes are always right. I think you'll find there'll be a lot of people who should disagree with that one. There you go. Oh, that's quite a nice little response from Lou there. You'll get Martha to slap him for that comment. That'll be fun to see. Right, £2 Britannia for strike your own back in May. Haven't seen any circulated so far. No, you won't have so far. But again, just another thing just to prove my point. Not that I want to prove my point, but I will prove my point. Everyone who bought one of these packs has got a strike your own or whatever. They've got a 2019 Britannia. So again, it's not relatively unique. There'll be a lot of these printed, a lot of these in people's possessions, whereas the strike your own Newton was 19,934, which would be the lowest. Having a £2 Britannia in this year is certainly the best one because, yeah, they haven't released any £2 coins for blooming ages. And there's loads backlogged which haven't been released. So chances are they may capitulate and release something which they haven't, on the basis that they should do, or they shouldn't be going to all the effort of creating them and printing them all just to flog them at the profit if they aren't printing them and making them in order to use them in British circulation, as is their intended purpose. I think Strike Your Own's already on eBay day they came out. 2016 Laz, £2. Not too sure that one is. Martha's Bodyguard. Be dangerous. I haven't put any up yet, but you can get those from the usual sources for the usual price. If I put mine up, I'll be covering my costs and making profits. So you'd probably be better off getting them from the usual place at the usual price. I think I can tell you the usual price. Right, never mind. Same here, Louise. Will it be a new Strike Your Own by time to meet? Yes, it will. I think they're looking at Strike Your Own wallets for about a month. There's like a list. If you go onto the website and you see, go to visit, and then you go to Strike Your Own, it tells you that we knew there was going to be a new one in the end of October, sort of thing, which we knew was when Wallace was coming out. They'll do another one around the Christmassy time. Whatever they do then, they aren't going to continue into the new year, because then you'll have two different dates on it. Because if they're striking anything in the mint on January the 1st, they have to put on 2020. They cannot put the previous day, not for something that we are minting as a Strike Your Own. So they'll move it to a coin that they will release. So it'll either be, I would have thought, a normal standard £50 or £2 potential. There's a £50 or £2 that they're going to be bringing out that they're going to release into that year. I've gone past my time now, so thank you all for being with me. Hope you managed to bide the time all right, and I haven't been too depressing. Sorry, I just seem to be low ebb today for some reason. I will say thank you to all of you and farewell. If you log off me now, I'm about to log off, and then someone else should be logging on, and you should get another email. If not, just ferret around the Great British Coin Hunt on YouTube, and you'll see when you see a live stream start again. Okay. Oh yeah, it's already it's online and SYO in December. Yeah, they advertise normally when they're going to do them because they want to get people in. So, but yeah, for reasons of them not wishing to give a coin 2 dates like they did the Isaac Newton, is in all likelihood move on to a totally separate coin from January the 1st. All right, I shall log off and leave in peace. Cheers, peeps. See you on the flip side. Boom, 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 boom. God, this bloody computer. What is it doing? God. Yes. Are you sure you want to exit your stream? That's why I pressed exit your stream bloody 5 times, you